Good morning, guys. My name is Jordan Reyes and welcome to my channel. And today we are going to be talking about a topic that I don't really think that we really had to talk about, but we have to put it in the air because I feel like this is a very sensitive topic because a lot of people are dealing with this, and this is the thought process of actually what people actually think about you and me, and why I personally believe that it should be important that you really don't care what people think or say or anything about you, and do regardless whatever you're gonna do, go ahead and do it. But before we hop into that, I want to tell you guys our sponsor. Nah, I'm kidding, that's not our sponsor. We don't have sponsors. But no, before we hop into that, I really want to tell you guys that you guys should follow me on my social media pages, which should be Instagram, Facebook, and if you like videos like this, you guys should definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because it's gonna help me out a lot. Oh, and don't forget to comment down below your opinions and what you guys think of my opinions on why I really shouldn't care what people say about me. And before we hop into that, also, guys, I'm sorry about me going a little crazy here. It's just that I'm in a weird environment. Right now I woke up in Laredo. It's pretty crazy, right? Definitely a different city. You can tell it's a little bit different here. I rarely come down to the border towns. I usually go up to Dallas and stuff like that, but it's a job and it's gonna pay, and I think it's gonna be good. But anyways, with that being said, let's hop into the topic and let's go with number one. Number one is, regardless whether you do great, terrible, bad, good, or okay, people are going to talk about you regardless. And this is not, I guess you can say, I'm not trying to be Gary Vee here, but some of the stuff that he really does say, it makes sense. A lot of people don't care about you, right? Or me, for that matter. So they're gonna talk about you regardless, like whether you are doing good, whether you're doing bad. It's just something that I've kind of noticed throughout the years. For example, I hate to bring my mom into this because you're gonna think that I have mommy issues or something, but my mom is one of those people that she supports me no matter what, even though she does say a lot of things like, oh, that's not good enough, or this and that, you could do a lot better if you would have went to college and stuff like that. But that doesn't matter to me because regardless, I know what I'm doing and I know what my goals are. And at the end of the day, my mom, she talks good about me, sometimes she talks bad about me, sometimes whether I'm doing what I say I was gonna do. And it's just normal, guys. It's just human nature for people to talk about you, and even sometimes people will talk highly of themselves or even talk low about themselves. But whether you do good or bad, I feel like people are going to talk about you regardless. I think it's just, like I said, it's human nature, and we're just humans, and we always tend to do these tendencies because of emotion, greed, or I would say pride, right? Now that hops us to number two. Number two, I think if you care about what people think, is gonna hold you back from a lot of potential of anything, right? For example, I like stocks. I enjoy stocks. I like investing my money, but everybody thinks that, oh, you should not invest more than what you can afford to lose, or you can do this, or you're doing this wrong. And it's like, dude, I think personal finance is very important for people. Some people around my age, around, my group of friends, if I'm not mistaken, I am the only one that invest, maybe two guys. But out of my whole friend group, I'm pretty much the one that I feel like invest a lot of their money. For example, they say, if I would have listened to my friends about, let's say, Bitcoin, I would probably be broke. Or let's say if I listened to my friends about investing in the stock market when the stock market was going down, this was during the 2020 pandemic, I would have missed out on a lot of potential gains just because people say, oh, don't invest in stock market, don't invest in the stock market because the stock market is bad, it's going down, this and that. But in reality, when stocks go down and the stock market goes down, that's when you should start buying more and making more money moves, especially with stocks. And that's what I realize in. And one of those reasons, when you care what people say, it can hold you back. Like right now, I am up $200. Well, not at this moment, but I'm actually down $100. But overall, I seen it when it was up $200. Okay, but you know, that's great potential for about $1,500 worth of investments in there. I think that's a no-brainer. That's a good deal to me, right? So that's a lot of gains. So imagine if I would have had $100,000 with $100,000 at, let's say, 15% potential. That's almost $10,500. 15,000. That's almost $15,000, guys. Jesus. It's crazy. It's crazy how just not listening to people and doing what you feel, what your gut tells you to do, could make you make better plays and pretty much reach your ultimate potential. Like I said, guys, it's a no-brainer. Like, really, other people's opinion shouldn't matter. Number three, I think this one is very important. Very important. And I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier in the video, but I don't care about you. You shouldn't care about me. And I don't mean as in whatever struggles you're going through your life, that's something that you have to deal with, and nobody can really help you. Yeah, there's gonna be people there that are there to support you, but are they really 100% there with you the whole time? You know, you're probably watching this video thinking like, oh, how does this guy think? How does this guy's mindset click that he doesn't really care about people, right? But I'm not saying I don't care about people, because I do care and I do love a bunch of people. But it's a certain mindset where I have a threshold where once it hits that level, I really don't care about what people say about me, whatever people's opinion is, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me, my family, and my personal future. For example, personal finance. Again, you know, people think it's a stupid idea to start investing in stocks, real estate, and all that stuff, but I feel like the best time to invest was yesterday. The next best time to invest is today. And I feel like all that stuff is true, and nobody can really change my opinion. And like I said, these are my opinions, but just think about it. You know, you should really try and go to, I would say, therapy if you have to. But I feel like caring about people, what people think, is more like not a disease, not a disorder, but it's something that we have to deal with internally, because we're probably insecure about something. Maybe we might have issues, we might have traumas in the past, I don't know. But I was once like that, and I know it's a bad feeling, and you guys should really prioritize your happiness, because at the end of the day, we're probably going to live for about 100 years. If anything, we'll be lucky to make it at 100 years. But you have 100 years to live here on earth, and it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. But within those 100 years, why would you really want to do stuff that does not make you happy? Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna be by ourselves. We're all gonna like get buried by ourselves, unless you're married and stuff like that, and you have like all this crazy stuff, you know, with your wife and all this will and, you know, all that stuff. But I mean, pretty much at the end of the day, you're gonna die by yourself. Your deathbed is probably most likely just gonna be you by yourself. And within that time frame of 100 years or so, you should really try and prioritize your happiness before anybody else's. And I believe that my happiness is no more than your happiness. It's no better or no more important than your happiness. But I think one should prioritize their own happiness before somebody else's, or put their happiness before somebody else's. Because like I said, pretty much the only thing that you are promised is death once you're born. And everything else, it's not promised. So with that being said, guys, I guess that concludes the video, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, hit the thumbs up button, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, because you know what, I'm gonna come after you guys. For y'all that watch my videos and don't subscribe, I'm really gonna find your IP address and I'm gonna find you guys. All right, but with that being said, guys, I'll see you till next time.